Oh.
Call me master. Real what? Stripping like a pasta. They get nervous when it's Nicky on the roster. Flow still stiff. Snitches when snitches in your camp. They gonna have to send the best fighter for the champ. When I come out of the sneak, bitches start coming out the sweet. Bitches start muffin.
What?
Welcome to the Churchill Wheel. We are in Chicago. We're in Chicago, which means you either got 5G or no G. So there will be reception issues with the channel. So lower your expectations here on the Churchill Wheel. Welcome to Churchill Wheel. It's Chicago. We're in Chicago. It's the Windy City. You know why it's called the Windy City? Because there was a lot of bloativating politicians at the time. A lot of hot air politicians around here, and that's why they called it the Windy City. I am looking for a fresh bottle of water because thirsty, and I'm avoiding soda. And I'm getting text messages. I had to fill a prescription, and I was going to Washington State, and I figured I'd pick up my prescription there, and they changed my routing. So we're not going to Washington State. We're going to Wyoming, and then after that, we're going back to Georgia, so I can get my fucking on. Yeah, I was looking for water. Let's get some water. I guess I'm all out of water. I'm just gonna have to drink 5 piss bottles instead. Yeah, so I gotta redo my prescription and friggin' pick it up somewhere else. And the mutton chops will not last. They will be sacrificed here in the near future. I got too many people wondering if I'm a racist, and you know, I'll be like, sure, think whatever you want. And of course, more people are texting me, hey, you're live. By the way, check out Salty Badger tonight. He's going to be on the Wild Stallions. On the Wild Stallions, my favorite gay strip club. And he's going to be talking about his latest motorcycle build. So check out the Wild Stallions. If anyone in here is a moderator, please check out that channel and drop the link to it. I don't know if Salty Badger is capable. He's a mechanic. You know, he's got certain amount of brain cells that only work for certain things. And just the simple fact that he knows how to text me on a live show, I realized that took a lot of bandwidth. So there's no way he's going to be able to drop a link to the live show in my show right now. Welcome to Chicago. I am Sterling Wheel, the gas pastor. Observations from the road. We'll talk about that later. Let's get to the comment section because that's what you kids. Pay me for. TJ Bull of the Woods. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I am not going to Washington. I was going to that same friggin' Walmart before. Where was it? Grandview, Washington. That's what it was. Really nice TA right there with an Applebee's. And Applebee's next to a truck stop is delightful. It's just delightful. But I'm not going there. The driver that picked up a load of Trident seafood needs to go back to Seattle. So we're gonna do one of these in Rollins. So he's gonna accept my load, and then I'm gonna accept his load. It's not gay if you accept loads together. And it's not about dominance. It's about mutual respect when you accept another load. I mean, you give as much as you take, really. So I'm going to be picking up at Walmart after this one gets delivered. This is my second delivery today. I'm doing locals here in Chicagoland. And we pick up a load that goes to Washington. I'm just taking it as far as Rollins, so I ain't getting a chance to see you. And by the way, you see TJ Bull of the Woods is not a Sasquatch anymore. He has left the woods, and he has been attending weddings. He has been welcoming grandchildren into the world and attending weddings. He is a busy man, and very happy that you're having some good times. And I'm not going to drop any secrets on your channel, but he's celebrating another addition to the family, a four-wheeled version addition to the family. And I don't know. I always get happy when I see somebody got a new pickup truck. I want one. I might get one day. I'm not holding out for it. But TJ Bull of the Woods is in here, and he always says "Wazah" constantly. And he didn't say it this time. He said top of the afternoon to Americans. Have you been watching Jericho Green? Have you been watching Americans? Good seeing here. TJ's walking all over the place. He goes walking after midnight out in the moonlight. Just like I like to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Woo woo. We got Sweet Jody in the house. Sorry I didn't catch your premiere recently. I had to catch it on the replay, gang, because I got busy. There's a Prime driver in front of me that got yelled at by the warehouse because you're required to slide your tandems to the rear before you bump the dock. And the Prime driver did not do that. The Prime driver was also witnessed thumping his steer tires, which, listen, I'm not opposed to any of you thumping tires. It's a good practice to get your thumper and thump them tires. Let's find out if they got proper amounts of air. Let's find out if they got any air in them at all. It's okay to thump your tires. But the reason we thump tires is because when they're dual tires, one tire can hold up the other tire when one's underinflated. So if your steer tires are underinflated, why would you bother thumping your steer tires? If a steer tire goes flat, it goes on the ground. If a dual tire goes flat, you might see a little bulge in the tire that's not flat, but it's not on the ground. That's why we thump our tires. So please stop thumping your tires. Another thing I want to mention to the trucking industry, there's a lot of people that are under the impression that they can call dispatch in the middle of the night and reach somebody. In a company like I'm at, where there's 3,000 drivers, there's only 10 people at night running the entire company. It's a skeleton crew. At night, only call dispatch if you're bleeding, somebody else is bleeding, or you can't feel your feet, or your feet aren't attached anymore, or you're on fire. Actually, don't call dispatch. Let them call you, because these trucks have cameras and all sorts of warning devices and stuff like that. Something bad happens, they'll call you. Trust me. Uh, I noticed on a few trucking blogs. I've been dipping my toe into watching other truckers, and please do not call dispatch at night. They are not there to help you. Unfortunately, they are there to handle accidents and incidents. So if you get to a place and it's closed and you were supposed to get there and all that stuff, that call your customers, call all your customers, look up your Google reviews, see what the hours are, especially on holidays. Call your customers. Now, the trucking company will tell you not to call the customers. I am telling you, call your customers. Verify if you can drop early, verify when you can, if you can park and sleep there. Call your customers. Run trucking like a business. Even if you're a company driver, call your customers. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle. Now, the company will tell you to not harass the customers. So if you do call your customers, be professional. Be like, hey, it's Sterling Wheel. It's your boy, Sterling Wheel. And I'm the best truck driver that ever lived. And I'm bringing you some freight that you ordered. This is my ETA. Are you guys going to be open? And if you're able to reach somebody, they'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Or they'll be like, no, fuck off. At least you get an answer. But do not rely on dispatch to provide you with those answers. It's few people running a lot of monkeys. There's too many monkeys in the circus. Call your customers. Don't just assume you're going to get somewhere and be able to deliver on Martin Luther King's birthday. So that's my advice for the moment. Jody, good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well. Gary Bates, the official Gary Bates with thumbs up poop emoji. I'm in your vicinity, I believe. We're in Chicago, but we're heading to Rochelle, and then we got to head to Rawlins tonight. So I'll get most of the way across Iowa. I might sleep in Nebraska somewhere tonight. You know, my clock is a ticky talking over here. The sand is leaving the timer. Jody's laughing out. This is a serious show. Settle down. Settle down. Salty Badger says, "Welcome to the shit show." Chicago has never been pleasant. Chicago. I should really turn the camera around so you can see the hookery do that's going outside my windshield. I'm about to get hit by a semi truck, by the way. Of course, it's a Volvo driver. Don't rip off the front of my truck, asshole. There's nothing worse than seeing a can driver that says Hub Group on the side of it. That's how you know your truck's going to get hit. Salty Badger says shit cargo. It is. It's terrible here. Jody says love the new beard. It's Sterling Ironsides. I figured I would be a character for the Forgotten Angels camp out, and only one person in the entire camp out knew what I was doing with this beard, and it was in honor of the gentle giant Don Williams. Only one person figured it out. TJ Bullwood says Chicago. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible out here. Isn't it a coincidence that our president that started all the drone strikes, you know, good old President Obama. It seems like there was a lot of drone strikes in Chicago, judging by all the potholes in the fucking road. Could you stop with the Stinger missiles on your drones, Mr. Obama? Could you stop bombing Chicago with your Nobel Peace Prize and flying drones over colored people? Could you stop droning all over the world? Oh, wait, he's not president anymore. Huh, I wonder if there's any president still dropping drone strikes on people, huh? Huh? We got some political upheaval in the world. What's going on in the Middle East? Jody says, "Oh dear, yes." Here we go. Salty Badger dropped the link to the Wild Stallions. Check that out later tonight. We will see the grandiosity that is Salty Badger. I have been on the road since Monday, literally. I think it's Wednesday, and I am just starting to get over my allergies. I have been stuffy consistently since the camp out. Pollen everywhere. I don't know if you kids saw some of the Forgotten Angels videos, but there was pollen. Everything was covered in yellow. Everything. And I couldn't breathe through my nose since yesterday. Only now I can breathe through my nose, and it's not even that good. Salty Badger! Big Dan says, howdy, folks. Good seeing you here, Big Dan. I was going to call you later today, but I've been busy. Been talking to other people. You know who I've been talking to. Been talking to a special lady. She's very nice people. Kind of people that belong in this world. I'm watching the Prime driver screw up. Why don't you go out there and help him, Sterling? Because fuck you. I've got the same professional license that you do. I don't have to get out of my truck and show you how to drive your goddamn truck. That's your job. Your job is to learn how to drive your truck. Don't hit mine. Stay the fuck out of my way. That's how trucking works. Welcome to America. I'll be your guide. Salty Badger says, if you have a low steer tire, it's going to pull. Yes, but you don't have to thumb them. Whip out your gauge. And you should always have a gauge nearby. Where's your gauge, Sterling? You're over here pontificating about being the greatest truck driver to ever live. Where's your tire gauge, boy? You know why I pulled you over, boy? I see no tire gauge in your semi-truck. And I'd be like, Mr. Officer, I have a tire gauge in my semi-truck. Why'd you pull me over? You're like, well, I got to make sure it's not a chrome tire gauge because them ain't new reliables. I was like, well, it is a chrome tire gauge. And you're like, shut up! Stop sassing me, boy! Get in the back of the car. And then, you understand why I'm not in the South anymore. Because I got issues with law enforcement, honestly. Oh, let's put our thing back in its hole. Oh, I want to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. I thought I lost the goddamn lock for the trailer. So all of us super truckers out here have locks. And what you do is very important. And I thought I lost my other one. We all have two locks just in case you lose one. And then on your keys, you stick it in the key right there, and you unlock it, and you open it, and then you stick a flaccid penis through here. It has to be flaccid, and then click. It doesn't lock automatically, just in case you need to give it some squish, and then you have to manually lock it like that, and that's how you prevent your trailer from getting broken into. Is you attach this to your penis. Sorry, women. This is why we can't have women in trucking, because you can't strap a lock to your genitalia. I don't know. I've seen some weird piercings in my life. Some of you women can attach a lock to it. But anyway, this is why we can't have women in trucking, because this is how you secure a trailer. Flaccid penis, lock it. And nobody will bother you. Trust me. If you walk into shipping and receiving with this attached to your penis, nobody's going to bother you at all. Guarantee you. But I thought I lost one of my locks, and I'm looking down there, and I've seen both of them. So this is what happens when you take vacation in the trucking industries. You lose track of things that are important. Good seeing here, Salty Badger. Journey of Jerry, howdy. I missed you at the camp out, my friend. I really wanted to see you. I wanted to see that metric cowbell that you made for me. Even though I was present, I missed a lot of people. And a lot of it's because I don't walk around and say hi to people very well at all. I really need to fix my smile and like smile at people and walk up and be like, hi, I'm Sterling. Will you be my friend? I need to practice doing that. Maybe by October, I'll be in a better mindset. I've just been paying off a lot of debt like crazy and just haven't had the chance to concentrate on myself, which is, I had a teledoc visit last night. Living in the semi truck, we don't have doctors and stuff as much as I do over the road. I don't go home very often, so I had to fill a prescription out. And yeah, I'm not going to Washington now, so I need to fix all that. So problems. Good seeing here, Jerry. Salty Badger says, call Sterling when he's live. Got it. Yeah, I noticed. Thanks. I'm waiting for. Oh, and I will abandon you the second the warehouse calls me. They were so pissed that I didn't get here at 8 o'clock tonight. Take it. So she's like, your appointment is not until 8 p.m. I was like, 20? And she's like, huh? I was like, yeah, that's right. Take my phone number. I'm sitting in your parking lot. Well, you're going to have to park on the street. Like, too late. Sitting in your parking lot. Call tow truck if you don't like it. I'm not blocking nobody. I've been a little moody Betty lately. I'm not taking any guff from anyone in the shipping receiving office. You're gonna take my thick 17,000-pound load and like it, and you're gonna sign my bills, and I'm gonna make some money, and then we're gonna go to another facility and do our thing. I'm gonna be picking up at a craft facility. Plays on Freeway. You need to change your name. You're retired. Now you observe Freeway. Saying hi ho, neighbors. Good seeing you here. Plays on Freeway. Missed you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. We got Carrie says, what's up? Good seeing you here. He got some new toys to play with. Check out his channel, by the way. Rob's neighbor says, pretty nice day here along state line. It's beautiful today. It warmed up pretty nicely. When I went to bed at midnight, pretty damn close to midnight, it was 21 degrees and snow was flying, and I had the bunk heater running. I came from 95-degree weather in Florida and wound up in this wintry crap, and everybody's a little shell shocked up here. They were talking about the snowstorms and stuff that they had last week, while I was enjoying the wondrous times at Forgotten Angels. And everybody, and you could see on the roads where everybody's crashed and went through the guardrail and rolled over and upside down in the ditch. You see skid marks and crash and evidence of horrific accidents everywhere, starting from Kentucky. You could see, like, why do they even put guardrails on the freeway? People are just going to crash through them every 15 feet, it seemed like. Why are you putting signs on the side of the road? They're just going to get knocked over by a non-English speaking, non-CDL holding truck driver in a Volvo. Why do you even participate in improving our infrastructure, America? When you got so many, have you noticed in the last 10 years, you will never see a billboard for a truck driving school? Never. Never. You will never see a billboard for ITT Tech. You will never see a billboard for go to college and become. You will never see a billboard for join the military. It's all truck accidents. You got hit by a truck, call the hammer. Every billboard is either medicinal marijuana or truck accidents. Have you noticed that our economy or our society has declined like that? Tell me one billboard that isn't a cow hanging off a billboard saying "Eat more chicken." Accidentes de la Hammer, truck accidentes, or call your doctor about friggin' boner pills. Are you depressed? How come they don't have boner pills that have antidepressants in them? I wonder if they do. Be awkward. I mean, once you get a boner, your depression goes away real quick. I think it's the same thing. Oh, well. Rob's neighbor, that's Carrie. Hope he's doing well. Of course he's doing well because he checked in here. We got Crafty Growa, who is ooh, look who became a member. Hey now, we got a new member around here. Sterling Wheel, my channel, is supported by members. And what happens is your your monetary contributions go straight towards debauchery, illicit activities, and camera equipment. It's an interesting trifecta, I know. But I thank you for your support. Thank you for becoming a member. And Crafty Grower got herself a wrench. She got a spanner. On the YouTube side, it doesn't show wrenches. It shows like a badge of honor for being a moderator on my channel. Salty. Badger. Apparently you were blocking the Amazon driver. There's no Amazon drivers here. Okay, you kids wanna see where I'm at, right? Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. My oh my, it's a really fucked up day. Plenty of sunshine, snow is so gay. Wonderful feeling, waiting for my warehouse to call. We are lost in the comments. Gary Bates dropped a link to something. Oh, I can't click it, so somebody else is going to have to click it and tell me what the hell's going on over there. Gary Bates says, not a lot of boys named Gary these days. In the trucking industry, a Gary is a lot lizard in that has transformed. Adam's apple, thick hands, and stilettos. Yeah. Sorry to tell you this, Gary. I probably should have told you this years ago, but yeah, in the trucking industry many years ago, the wonderful area known as Gary, Indiana, the home of Michael Jackson. The lot lizards there used to be a little heavy-handed. If you used to walk with a certain stride, used to walk a high swinging filly, used to a lump in their throat and a lump in their pants. So we used to call them Garys. So lot lizards are females, and then Garys are male lot lizards. So good times. Sorry to break that news to you, Gary Bates. We got at delivery. Yeah, I'm at delivery too. They're not going to accept it till probably 8 p.m. tonight. So we'll go live for the rest of the whole friggin' day. Actually, the answer is no. Screw you people. Nobody, I don't see a fucking super chat. Why am I even live streaming now? You know, like if anyone would drop a super chat, I wouldn't have to punish you. Anyway, we don't need to watch The Warehouse. There ain't nothing going on out there. You kids want to see entertainment. You guys want to be entertained by a truck driver with personality disorders and weird facial hair stuff. We got a message from dispatch saying, please acknowledge your pre-plans. Which I don't have to because I already did. We got 1 trip on the book and 2 more in waiting. We're delivering this one right now. It's only half trailer friggin' stuff. And then we go over to Kraft and pick up a load of TV dinners. And then we head towards Washington. We're actually heading towards Rawlins, Wyoming. We've been there before, right? And then Rawlins, and then we go, we're going back to Carrollton, Georgia with that load. So, you know, we're going that way, and then this way, and then that way, and then that way, and this way, and that way. It's pretty easy times. Let's see what we got. Cheap Freight Hauler is the most successful owner operator that I know by far. Like, this dude is raking in the money. I have never met anyone in the trucking industry that makes so much money as Cheap Freight Hauler. Um, he's got airplanes and boats and jet skis and hookers and drug habits like you wouldn't believe. Like Charlie Sheen would tip his hat to you, kind sir. Says we too broke to super chat. Well, I'll never read your comment ever again. Road King in the house saying, good afternoon, sir. Good seeing here, Roadie. Good seeing here, Cheap Freight Hauler. Cheap Freight Hauler says, that's shit. Yeah. Listen, we're all wealthy in our own ways, right? Right. It's okay to think that we're the best around and nothing's going to ever put you down. All the trailers out here have snow on top. You're supposed to not drive with snow on top of your trailer. It could fall off and hurt somebody. A lot of the businesses out here, like LTL companies and stuff, have little snow scrapers you drive underneath, and it chops the snow off the back of your trailer. Back when I was working at CR England, we used to go. We had free access to go to Conway, which became XPO, and we could go roll through there anytime and scrape the top of the trailer off of snow, not the trailer. We are in Chicago. I mean, imagine you could find a bridge that's 13.4, and that'll take the snow right off the top of the trailer. You got to do it quickly, though. 55 to 70 miles an hour. And close your eyes. I would suggest unlocking your door and not wearing a seatbelt when you do it. You want to be thrown from the truck if you try a maneuver like that. But yeah, Church of Wheel, Chicago. That's where we're at right now. When the phone rings, I'm abandoning you because there's more important business and you kids ain't paying me nothing today. Observations from the road. So we left Forgotten Angels camp out in Tampa, actually in Valrico, Florida, near Tampa. And we left there today. We're drinking Essential. I like my Essential waters. I haven't been drinking soda very much. I'm quite moody. We left Forgotten Angels at 3:00 in the morning. Made it to Valdosta at 7:00 in the morning. Parked the motorcycle, unloaded my shit, got in the truck, got my empty trailer, got loaded by 9:30. Drove to Kentucky, literally the Kentucky line. Slept from Kentucky to Chicago Heights. Dropped my trailer. I literally did a split with myself. I dropped this trailer, Chicago Heights, picked up another load at Kraft, took that to Sterling, Illinois, and then Sterling, Illinois, back to Chicago Heights, and picked up this load that I had brought to Chicago Heights to begin with. So I did a split with myself, and it keeps me running, keeps me rolling. In addition to that, I get extra pay because it's a local run. So I get an additional $170, I think it is, for doing locals. So I think that's kind of cool. Got plenty of rest last night. Watched an amazing movie, and I don't spend a lot of time watching movies, and I'm glad that I did. I have a little bit of guilt of living in the semi truck as much as I do, and movies are meant to be watched with loved ones at home. And I am currently unhoused. I wonder if homeless people get to watch movies. They probably watch it on their phone. And that's why I don't like watching on my phone. But yeah, we got trucking, we got rolling. 3 a.m. on Monday. Packed up. It took me 45 minutes to pack up my camp and stick the motorcycle in the wind, and got rained on from Gainesville almost to the friggin' Georgia line. Rode through a tornado, honestly. Yeah, when it's raining completely sideways from the left, and then all of a sudden it rains from the right, you're in a tornado. You're in a tornado, and lightning everywhere. And I recorded it on my helmet camera that's built into the helmet, and I thought I brought that camera with me, but I can't find it in the truck anywhere. So I think I detached it from my helmet and left it in the camper. I'm hoping on this next trip, maybe next week, they'll route me through the house just so I can grab a few things that I forgot. And I packed too many clothes on the truck. I need to get rid of a few things on the truck. There's too much stuff on my truck. Um, so laundry got done before I went to Forgotten Angels. That was an absolute amazing. I just drop off my laundry to a cute little girl. It looks like Sally Field, and she recognized me, which is awesome because I hadn't seen her in 7 weeks. And changed my phone number with her and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I changed my phone number recently because there's a lot of people that don't deserve to contact me, and I got tired of the friggin' bullshit phone calls. So I'm gonna make it a habit of changing my phone number every year, just because I hate my phone ringing so much. Watching drivers checking into the shipping and receiving office. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 open bays, open docks. Can you just give me a dock? Could you let me bump my hole against yours? Can we bump holes, please? I want to bump my hole and give you my load. Can we swap holes and you just take the load that's in my trailer? What are we hauling? What are we hauling? What are we hauling? What did I haul? What did I haul? Oh, I turned in my paperwork to the shipping and receiving office. Make sure you put your tire gauge in its tire gauge holster in your door panel. Let's get back to the comments. That's what your kids pay me for. Welcome to church. We haven't seen kids in a while. Bump, bump, bump. Sweet Jody is in here. Florida is so beautiful. Looked relaxing. It was amazing. Good time of year to go. Forgotten Angels fumigates. I don't know if it's called fumigating, but they take care of bugs and stuff like that. I only got a couple mosquito bites the whole time I was there. And if you couldn't tell through the abrasive personality, I'm kind of a sweet guy. And that's what the mosquitoes think. And they attack me. But yeah, it was beautiful. Not a whole lot of bugs or nothing. And weather was good. It did rain a lot, but it is kind of that season. This is the first time that Forgotten Angels has had a lot of rain. So hopefully it's doesn't happen in October. Because I'll be there too. I'll be there. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more prepared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got messages. We got important messages. My dispatcher's leaving out for the night, so I will be all alone. I will have to handle my business all by myself. Dispatch rarely contacts me. I can go many a day or week without ever contacting dispatch. They hand me my crap on my computer, I take care of it. I do my trucking. There's a truck to the right of us, a frame miller truck who's struggling to back into a dock. Feel bad. I ain't helping him. I wanted to go on here to let you kids know that there's not going to be a whole lot of content on my channel, only because I filmed so much at Forgotten Angels, and I need to sit here and edit. And trucking vlogs are going out the window until further notice. So I wanted to go live and let you kids know that, lower your expectations, desubscribe, unlike, counteract, and disavow. You guys know the rules. I don't have to tell you. Manage your expectations around me and you'll never be disappointed. Actually, come in here disappointed and we'll be disappointed together. How about that? Speaking of disappointment, we got Rob on the road. We got Tyke Trucking saying, Abe from Yorkshire. He's over there stirring his pudding. Get your hands off your pudding, sir. It's not polite to do that in public, sir. Don't touch your pudding in public. Good seeing you here. Chief Freight Hauler says, I'm going to call so we can talk about your car's extended warranty. for my 67 Volkswagen Beetle. I don't think in 67 they even offered a warranty. I think it was maybe a year, 6 months or a year in 67. I can feel Buck Brown either disagreeing or agreeing with me. Him and I are both Volkswagen enthusiasts. I think in 1967 you might have had a 6 month to a year warranty on a new Volkswagen. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. There ain't a whole lot that goes wrong with them, and they were built pretty good to begin with. And you know, speed limits back there weren't as high as they are today. So you know, your little 36 horsepower Volkswagen, it would get you down the road, 55 mile an hour. Not a whole lot of traffic. I'm gonna have to look that up. Rob on the rope. Tyke Trucking. Only female mosquitoes suck your blood. They use it to make their eggs. At least you have some females sucking you. Interesting. If it wasn't so goddamn itchy, could you tell the mosquitoes to quit having AIDS and all sorts of weird diseases? I don't like getting sucked and then getting itchy afterwards. That's awful. That I do not approve of that. Could you just suck me off without making me itchy, women? Oh, Quick Shoes in the house. Good seeing here, my friend. I wish you would have made it to the camp out. It would have been nice to meet you. There's a lot of people that I didn't meet. I seen them and I kind of recognized them, but I'm not a very friendly person, so I don't go up to people and be like, "Hi, it's your boy Sterling." I'm not that kind of person. Okay, so there's 3 people helping guide this truck driver into a spot. I almost don't want to look. You know, I'm when there's an accident on the freeway, I don't look. I really don't. I've seen enough. I've seen detached limbs on the asphalt. Yeah, I don't need to see it again. I've seen people burned alive. I've seen horrible things on the highways of America. So when I see an accident, I'm just like, stop looking, get out of my way. I want to get around. For fuck's sake, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok. Go home and watch the accident when you get home. But when you're on the freeway, stop slowing down and look at the fucking accidents. I'm rubbernecking right now. There's a potential of an accident happening over there, and I'm gandering. Good seeing here, Quick Shoe. There will be a ton of content for my channel later on. Brown Chicken is late. He's a valued channel member. I will forgive him for his altercation. And he's dropping the emoticons. Harold was my old dog. He's living with Steve now, with under a new alias. He's a happy dog, and my friend Steve is happy. Everyone's happy. I'm glad he went to a good home. You know, I had a lot of problems in my life. I can't handle having a pet. I can't handle having a pet at all. So I'm never going to ever again. I'm going to keep my problems to myself and quit rolling around the country with a sympathy animal. emotional support animal, a sympathy pet. Yes, and I keep my problems to myself and all over a live stream on the internet. I can't. Maybe I should have a canary in here. I should probably have a canary in here. I have had a lot of corned beef cabbage though in the last few days, and I think the canary would have died if we had a canary in here. It would be upside down. It would be a defective bird. Reminds me of the Monty Python skit. That was a dead parrot though. We don't need parrots in this truck. Brown Chicken dropping the emoticons. and my Volkswagen. The emoticons are going to change on the channel in the near future. I'm kind of tired of them. But thank you for using them. We do not call them emojis around here. They're emoticons. Okay. I grew up with America Online and in America AOL Messenger. So we can't have emojis. They're emoticons. You kids remember the 80s? Do you kids remember VHS tapes and Blockbuster and Tower Records? Do you kids remember photo booths? Fucking loved photo booths. Cheap Freight Hauler says, got to go, have a great trip. Yeah, we're going to sit here and get unloaded, and after that, we're going to go somewhere else and get loaded, and after that, we're going to go somewhere else and get loaded. And then after that, we're going to trade our load with another driver who brought a load, and then we're going to go to Florida and get delivered. No, we're going to Georgia. We'll be going to Georgia. Yeah. I'm not going to do the live stream much longer. I'm running out of steam. I am friggin' I haven't had sugar and I'm withdrawing. So I kind of want to lay down and stare at the ceiling and edit video. You should be editing video, Sterling. I thought you had a YouTube channel. I thought you were friggin' important. I thought you were a narcissist. I thought you had to feed your narcissistic ways. The answer is yes, but I'm taking my time. I think it's so funny when people call me a narcissist. Well, it takes one to know one. Everyone's a goddamn psychologist. Thanks to TikTok and Facebook and all that crap. Man, it's getting crazy out there. I really should flip the camera around. Oh, brown chicken. Hold on. Let me pull up your comment. What's Harold's new name? Neo. Steve's kids named him. Do 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 do. I don't feel like reading the comments no more, so I'm gonna just do it automatically. There you go. We got wide and big. Brown chicken. Yes, Facebook is for old people drama. It's true. 100% true. And marketplace. It's for old people drama and blowing your money on used lawnmowers and cheap motorcycles. Oh, let me lean into some motorcycle stories. I got some motorcycle stories to tell you over the weekend. So, our dear friend on the motorcycle community, Shade Tree Surgeon, Josh, he gave me the opportunity to ride a legendary, beautiful motorcycle. The light circling my face hole is from my water. That's annoying. I got to ride the Water Buffalo 2-stroke, three-cylinder. It is fucking amazing. That bike is such a ripper. I have never laughed so hard in my life, and that's why I want to go home and get that footage off that other camera. I've never ridden a motorcycle that was just so, the noise that it made, the velocity that you could get out of it. And it had 70s brakes. That's the first thing Josh said, is like, this thing's fast, but it's got 70s brakes. And it did. It has 70s brakes. I rode it around the block. It ran out of fuel, and I found I can't have the water there. It's fucking annoying. I found the reserve on the tank. He had a Pingle tap on it, and so I was able to find reserve and tickle the carburetor a little bit to get it back. And that bike is a ripper. I want to show you kids something. I got my Odin gloves. They got delivered the second I left for Forgotten Angels. So I've got a good pair of gloves now. I have aggressive lesbian knuckles, and it's hard to find a good pair of gloves, especially ones like these that have an armored knuckle. and they're a little tight. I can't use them for trucking by any means, but you know, when you do the squeeze to hold on to something, they're a little tight. You know, so I don't know if I need to return them and maybe go for a bigger size. But I mean, they fit good. That's an awesome glove. I just went with the black perforated. I didn't go with the shade tree ones. Um, so yeah, Odin gloves. We got them finally. We're sitting here just sharing. Um, TJ says return them. Yeah, instead of suffering through it. I really don't want to though. I want to wear them first before I return. Well, how about I just get surgery to have my prolific lesbian knuckles? I'm well hung for a lesbian. I'll just have my knuckles shaved instead of turning in my gloves. That's what we pay medical insurance for, right? Salty Badgers from the Knuckle Shuffle. Good times. Do. Brown Chicken. Did you see Barf Party? Yes, and Barf Party had ice and Coors in the luggage every time. So if you needed a Coors and you were friends with Shade Tree, you could have a beer anytime on ice. Very cold too. They were serving beer at the bar. They have an open bar there at the camp out, and it wasn't really that cold, which is fine. It's beer. It worked, but you know, to pick up a beer that's been in somebody's side case, doused in ice for who knows how many hours, uh, it was delightful. But yes, I did see Barf Party. I did see the. Oh no, it wasn't Barf Party that had the beer in it. It was the Dung Beetle, that off-road Goldwing. I meant to ask him to let me ride it. Damn it! I wanted to do a lot of like motorcycle reviews while I was there. And by the way, if you see me at the camp out and you want to ride my motorcycle, just ask. It's it's totally cool. I don't mind people riding my motorcycle, and I want to ride yours too. I didn't ride the friggin' auction Dyna either. I don't know if they've had the raffle yet. It'll probably be later in the week. But yeah, I did see all the legendary motorcycles. They were present. We got Tolga saying, oi, oi. What's up, folks? Good seeing you here, Tolga. I hope the godforsaken land of Turkey is treating you well. Brown Chicken saying hi to Tolga. I really don't have to pull up the comments since it's already right here. Right here. Boldwood says return them. But I measured perfectly. Yeah, I think you're right, man. But I can't return until I go home. Jody, sweet Jody, is cooking meatloaf. Oh, wish I was going to Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Meatloaf sounds so good. If tomatoes are fruit, does that mean ketchup is a smoothie? Are you putting a smoothie on your meatloaf? Everyone's saying hi to each other. We got Motor Bomber, valued channel member, got himself a wrench, and he's a channel member. Good seeing you here, Moto. Hope you're doing well. You had a good show this morning. Tolga saying hi to sweet Jody. Tolga. Good seeing you here, man. I'm running out of steam. Brown Chicken says, was the winner of the raffle bike present? I don't think they even did the raffle. Listen, things get out of hand sometimes by 6 p.m. on Saturday. And it took them forever to get the karaoke going, and people started drinking, and yeah, the raffle didn't happen. I don't remember it happening. No, actually, Lila, Gma rides. She was walking around on a live, and yeah, it didn't happen. So wait later in the week. Stay tuned to Shade Tree Surgeon and Brapstar. and they'll hold the raffle here later in the week, I believe. So many truckers around here. They're all trucking. They're out here a trucking. Sweet Jody says, "Welcome here for dinner anytime. I haven't had a home cooked meal and I missed out on one, Jody. On Monday, Buck's mom was going to make me a home cooked meal, but I realized that uh, I accidentally volunteered to work for Monday instead of Tuesday, and I had to miss out. So I'm kind of hoping later in the week or next week I'll get a trip through home and I can warn mom like one day what day, what time I'm going to be there, and it'll be nice to have a home cooked meal. I wish somebody would cook for me. I miss that in my life more than anything. And just anything. I've known a few people that were very pensive about their cooking, like afraid to cook, afraid to disappoint. And there's nothing I could say to tell those people that please just cook anything and I'll eat it. And it means a lot to me. I don't care if you cook taco meat and nothing else. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just as long as I know that you put some love and a little bit of talent into it, that's all that matters. But yeah, I've been jonesing for a home cooked meal for quite a while. We got a KLM driver threatening to kill us. Good seeing you, sweet Jody. I hope you're doing well. Rob on the road saying hi to TJ. TJ's laughing his ass off. Stop it. It's a very serious show. I don't understand why you're laughing so much. You kids want to look out the windshield at the imminent destruction? Oh, we've got a semi truck driver trying to back in a hole. Let's drink our water. That's how you miss the dock, my friend. Let's not partake in other people's shame. I'm not that kind of person. Do 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 do. Let's get back to the comments. I have to flip the phone so I can read and bring comments up. Boop 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 boop. Oh, we got Mike Ball in the house. He had a good show this morning talking about the news. Good afternoon, Sterling. Everyone just sitting down at my favorite burger joint. Oh, I think I'm hungry. I think I'm at, that's the problem. We got Jody talking about homemade meatloaf, and I'm in Chicago right now, so I could Uber Eats something. Oh my God, I could Uber Eats something to me. Could you imagine the plethora of Italian food I could have delivered to the truck? I already had breakfast this morning, though. I'm trying to cut down on my eating, which is hard to do when you're all lonely and stuff. It's hard to do when food loves you and you got a thick wallet. I could order Uber Eats 4 times a day and still afford it. That's how they get you in America, by the way. They make sure you make just enough money to become morbidly obese, and then the medical industrial complex takes over from there. Oh, why am I dropping truth bombs? Sick burn, by the way. TJ Bull of the Woods saying hi to Mike. Everyone's saying highs and hellos. Good to see you kids in here. We got 13 people watching. We're coming up on an hour. I just kind of want to do an hour. But I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that there's not going to be much content on the channel. Only because I've got a lot that I filmed at Forgotten Angels. And I got to get through all that. So please understand that if you see content on my channel, it's out of desperation. There's still going to be some YouTube shorts popping up here and there. But as far as the trucker vlogs, there's no way I can. Well, all my cameras are full. There's no way I can produce anything other than with the friggin' phone. And I don't do live streams while I'm driving because number one, it would get me fired, and number two, it's distracted driving, and number three, I have been on many a court case testifying against my fellow truck drivers for live streaming while driving. So I have sensitive issues about live streaming while driving. The KLM driver was told to slide his tandems back. If you don't slide your tandems back, there's a hook that grabs the back of the trailer. If you don't slide your tandems back, you hit that hook and you can't make contact with the dock. Everyone here has been told you slide your tandems back before you back into the dock or you'll damage the locker. So he's sliding his tandems now. I don't know. It's hard to sit here and not judge truck drivers. You know what I mean? TJ Bull of the Woods says, "No, Sterling, keep going. You're entertaining." I'm a little tired, and I'm waiting for a phone call, and I'm losing steam, and I'm thinking about food. God damn it! I'm thinking about food. Oh, let me show you kids something before I leave. That's how you drink water. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. No, we got something else to show you. Every once in a while, one of my favorite museums in the entire friggin' world is Dale's Wheels Through Time. I don't know if you can see it. And I donated to their cause and got a couple tickets to the next raffle that they're having. And I haven't opened this up to see what we got going on. Well, say what we got going on. Other than hunger, I'm fucking hungry. I don't know if I'm hungry or if I'm bored or if I'm tired. Okay, here we go. I'll show you kids what we got here. Oh, shit. Stickers. We got that sticker that I can't read and that sticker that I can't read. That's cool. One's for the 39 flathead and the other one's for the 46 shovelhead, I think. That's cool. We got stickers. I like stickers. What else do we got? We got a receipt and we got some tickets. How many tickets did you get, Sterling? I don't know. We'll find out. So I bought 2 tickets and they gave me they gave me 3 tickets. I only paid for 2. I guess you get a bonus ticket if you buy $20 in tickets. But Wheels Through Time. So when you enter the Wheels Through Time, you get a chance to win a 1946 Harley Davidson Knucklehead or a 1939 Harley Davidson Flathead. Drawing is November 21st, 2026. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, I need to hold on to my raffle stubs, my little tickets. So yeah, we've got chances to win cool motorcycles. You kids know how I like cool motorcycles. I ride a pretty cool one. But yeah, I'm gonna wind it down a little bit. I'm losing the ability to friggin' think with my face hole. Tyke Trucking is in the house. Says, I cooked a Mediterranean pork casserole the other day. 1.5 pound of diced pork, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, 2 leeks, 1 onion, 1 jar of black olives, 4 cloves crushed garlic, and coriander. That is delightful, my friend. I wish I was there to partake. Jody is a master of the kitchen as well. She shared some of the dishes that she's made recently, and I want a home cooked friggin' oh my god. TJ Bullowitz says copy that and disappointing type. Rob on the road continued his recipe. Oregano, a cinnamon, quarter pint of red wine, a bit of water. God damn it, that sounds good. Check out his channel every day, by the way. He's got good content. I judge truck drivers every day, and I'm not a trucker. Yes, please judge truck drivers. Anytime you see skid marks leading off into the forest and trees knocked down, just know that that wasn't an English-speaking truck driver. There's still too many of them out here on the roads. Crafty Grower says, good luck. What? Good luck ending the live stream? Have you noticed that? I'm terrible about saying goodbye. Quick Shoe says, Wheels Through Time is closed the day we rode by. Oh, damn. When was that? They close in the winter, and they open back up. I think they opened back up recently, or they're going to have a grand opening in May. I think it's in May. It's hard to say. Anyway, I'm losing steam, kids. I'm going to lay down and dream about eating food. Fuck, I'm fucking hungry. Insane Wheels is laughing out loud. Yeah, it's trust me, if you see skid marks leading off into the forest and trees laid over, there is no English speaking anywhere near it other than the tow truck driver asking for payment, which is why tow truck drivers accept cash now and do not accept credit, because too many people have had their tow truck have weaseled out of a tow truck payment. Jody says, thanks, Sterling. Raised 4 humans. What a good mama. Good times, sweet Jody. Good times. With that, I have exceeded my ability to think with my face and communicate effectively. And I'm going to go back there and cry myself to sleep because I don't have anything to eat. And that's what grown men do in the trucking industry. We embrace our feelings, and that's why there's curtains on these trucks, so you can go back there and cry like a grown man. And I'm hoping they'll call me here shortly, get this trailer unloaded, so I can move about the country. And yeah, this one gets delivered. I take this empty to Craft, and then pick up the loaded trailer that's there and head towards Wyoming. Yeah, pretty easy day. Been a busy day. I think I woke up at 10, so it's not really been that busy. It's only 4 o'clock. It's taken me a while to get used to trucking again. That's what it is. I left Forgotten Angels and jumped right into a truck, so I didn't rest when I got home. And I'm not saying that it's difficult to rest in a truck, but it's difficult to rest in a truck. With that, I say, friggin', where am I? I don't know what I'm doing no more. What do we do around here? Churchill Wheel, friggin' Chicago. And say bye. And hold on. I pressed the wrong button.
fluid inside your brain. Pressure in your skull begins pushing through your eyes. Burning flesh drips away. Test of heat burns your skin, your mind starts to boil. Frigid cold cracks your limbs. How long can you last in this frozen water burial? Sewn together, joining heads, just a matter of time till you rip yourselves apart. Millions laid out in their crowded tombs. Sickening ways to achieve the Holocaust. Seas of blood, bury life. Smell the death as it burns deep inside of you. I'm fascinated, eyes that bleed, praying for the end of your wide-awake nightmare. Wings of pain reach out for you. His face of death staring down your blood running cold. Injecting cells, dying eyes, feeding on the screams of the mutants he's creating. Pathetic, harmless victims left to die. The resident angel of death flying free.
Welcome to Sterling Wheel.